Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakadash, Rakatah. Double honors to the elders, GMS who were well. Peace, salutations to like Akim on the four corners, pushing the truth for sincerity. Peace be unto you. Shalom. This is a quick one I want to do. You know, there's a explosion in a house here in Detroit, and when it happened, I wasn't there. You know, I wasn't around the neighborhood or anything like that. But the neighbors, the explosion so big, it said it bust windows out in other houses. You know, this is either going to make you be afraid, or it's going to give you, you know, some faith. Because the people that's in that house, they shit out of luck, basically. Where they gonna go? To homeless shelter? To their family and friends? Scripture says a man's foes shall be they of their own household. So you're gonna have another house with more crowded people? It's like, what they gonna do? This is a time to be trusting to the Most High. I'm gonna play this.
At least 4 people were inside the home when it exploded. 2 had to be pulled out from the debris. They were taken to the hospital, we're told, with minor injuries. I'm going to take a step back so you can see what's going on right now. Firefighters are combing through what's left of this home to see if there are any other victims that were in this home. We're told this home explosion happened around 4 this morning, and as you can see, there's so much debris everywhere on this street here in Archdale. 8 to 9 homes have some window damage.
8 to 9 homes got some window damage. Look, just look at the condition, bro. Nobody should be alive in that house. Nobody. Not a soul should be alive in that house.
Everywhere on this street here in Archdale, 8 to 9 homes have some window damage. 2 have structural damage. This house obviously leveled. All this damage and debris all over the street. We talked to one woman who was sitting in her car right when the home exploded. She's the one that called 911.
If you from the, you know, the hood, or you like, you know, in the know, you know why, you know, people be sitting in their cars at nighttime. Here's a woman sitting during a pandemic, parked in front of a house, sitting in the car. That's usually when Jake do that, you know, Jake is either selling drugs, you know, people coming back and forth to buy drugs. They don't want to come inside the house, you know, maybe because they're not, you know, on good terms with everybody. You know, sometimes they be having sex in the car, stuff like that. But 999,000 out of a million. 999,999 times out of a million, Jake is doing wickedness. This late at night, sitting in the car, parked.
Have structural damage. This house obviously leveled. All this damage and debris all over the street. We talked to one woman who was sitting in her car right when the home exploded. She's the one that called 911.
I was in the car and I saw the whole thing. I saw it was a car. We were just in there and it was just a big boom. And then the lady came out. She was like, help me. And we couldn't do nothing but call the ambulance.
She couldn't do nothing. She said they couldn't do nothing. She didn't say, okay, yeah, girl, I'm gonna give you a ride to the hospital, girl. Where you need to go, girl? All that sisterhood stuff. Women need a man in this day. Isaiah chapter 4. In full effect, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we shall eat our bread and wear our apparel, just let us be called by thy name. So this whole house is dispersed. And the thing about this, Trump was trying to stop foreclosures and evictions because it would keep, you know, the spread. Well, hell, the Most High evicted that place. Now, I don't know who was in there, you know, if they been marked, you know, for the seal of God, or they've been marked for death, according to Ezekiel chapter 9, verses 1 through about 4. But, you know, this should be a wake-up call, especially to them, but also to Jake, especially the ones who are in that neighborhood. Windows busted. I don't know if they're going to be able to get that repaired right away.
And then the lady came out. She was like, help me. And we couldn't do nothing but call the ambulance.
She said, help me, help me. Now, she wasn't sighing and crying and praying for Yahushua, praying for Yahweh. She was praying for help from the immediate people around her. And the woman saying, we can't do nothing.
The big boom. And then the lady came out. She was like, help me. And we couldn't do nothing but call the ambulance.
Again, at least 4 people were inside the home when it happened. 2 were injured. Firefighters actually had to pull some of them out of the debris. Neighbors tell me that they did smell gas in the air, but DT officials are on the scene. Firefighter officials could not confirm that. We're also learning that some neighbors heard gunshots right around the same time. Police are investigating that as well. Of course, when we have more information.
So these are scary times. You know, on that note, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Akakwadash Brakatah. You know, if you have, you know, faith, these are going to be happy times. If you don't have faith, these are going to be, you know, some of shit scary times ever. So now is the time to have faith more than ever. And on that note, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Akakwadash Brakatah. Peace, salutations, shalom.